just saw a headline. Are you guys ready for this? Tulsi Gabbard out of favor with the White House because she doesn't have the right message, which I'm not quite sure what that message is. I thought she just delivered the message from the intel, but I think she is not in favor of going to war with Iran. So somebody just asked, because we played it earlier, and if you didn't listen, I think it's worth playing again because of the insanity of the UK. And if you didn't hear it, so this is a sentencing hearing by a man in a wig. If you've never seen their court, it's pretty funny. They do still wear the wigs and stuff. And it was about a person who tweeted something X something.
You did not want your money going to immigrants who, quote, rape our kids and get priority, end quote. This offence is so serious that an immediate custodial sentence is unavoidable. Would you stand, please? The sentence that I pass has been reduced by 1/3 to reflect your guilty plea. The sentence is one of 20 months imprisonment.
20 months for a tweet. And people have been going, are they looking at tourist? I mean, they got kind of hard, like they were going to come do something last year. Do you guys remember, or earlier this year? Like, if we have to, you're not doing. We have free speech, so if we say something that you guys don't like over there, well, just life. But I did say this, and I've told my wife she wants to go back. Not in a hurry to do it. Not right now. Not in a hurry to go there, because, especially because I lived there for such a long time. No. I don't think they're looking at tourists, because I think that would be, and look, we've talked about how the Europe doesn't want tourists, but they need it. But yeah, I would think it would be a tough thing to sell if you took a tourist. So who's come over? So think about this, right? Ken Weaver and his wife are like, we're going to Scotland, right? So they fly on over there and they land, and Ken gets taken in for something he said on Twitter. And he said it like 2 years ago.
Boomer Sooner,
right? Like something like that, like, down with the horns, whatever it is. What do you think that would do with tourism in Europe? That would just, especially in the UK, where a lot of Americans go, because we like the fact that they speak the language, even though it's the Queen's language. But that thing would crater. It's not like Spain and Italy and all these, but they don't want you there. The Louvre's closing down. It's not like that. This would be cratering on purpose, not being pushed out. You can't have that. That would lose their mind. So you would now, if you're over there criticizing them, well, then again, you're in their country, so you play by those rules. But something that happens outside and then you go in, that'd be tough. Somebody just hit me up and said, hey, 1570, it wasn't like a month ago that Tulsi said there was no active nuclear program or something to that effect. That is correct. She said it in March that there was no credible risk threat at this time, that they were not efforting to get nuclear bomb in any way, shape, or form. And I guess that wasn't good enough. And this is also something, too, where Bibi and Trump, I think, are having issues because there seems to be a contradiction maybe in some of the, how should I say, the intelligence reports that are going on. So Trump has said, hey, we're going to give it a couple weeks, between now and, 2 weeks, I guess, from today. That doesn't mean that Israel's not going to still pound, but between now and in 2 weeks, they're going to come up with something. I think Trump would like to see one more real effort to try to get this done, which would be great. It's about, like I've said, honestly, I feel like it's a legacy builder for Bibi. That's what I feel like. I feel like it's a bit of a legacy builder in the Bibi world. Like he's just doing, and he's wanted this for a long time. Like this is the bucket list thing he doesn't have, which I'm not a fan of. If you guys, you guys want to laugh? You guys, how old are you there, young King Louis? How old are you?
I just turned 30.
Just turned 30. How's dating? Dating suck? Is it crazy? You married?
I'm married.
All right. How is that? Is you okay? Your wife like you? She's okay?
Yeah, we're happy.
All right. There you go. You wouldn't want to be single today, right?
Nah.
All right, this guy gives you the best advice. Ladies, I want you to listen to this.
So apparently every girl's ex was toxic or abusive, and she was perfect. Recent studies from the University of Delusion have confirmed that no woman has ever been the problem. All right? Like, I've never heard a girl say, yeah, it was me. He tried really hard, but I gaslit him and keyed his car. Never. It's always he was insecure, he manipulated me, he didn't know how to handle a real woman. All right, that's fine. I don't even care. But listen, if you've had 11 boyfriends in 9 years and every single one of them had the same problem, at some point, just mathematically speaking, that just can't be true. Right? And I'm not saying he wasn't toxic. I'm just saying you weren't out here being Mary Magdalene either. All right? You smashed his windshield, changed your number, and then posted a TikTok like, healing in silence. And now every time a guy asks for a basic respect, he's controlling. Every time he checks in, he's giving narcissist. It's wild how every ex becomes a villain as soon as you're done using them. More likely than not, sometimes he was the problem, sometimes you were the problem. And sometimes you all just need God and not a new boyfriend.
Wow. That guy, he's got right? He's got some hilarious stuff where he's like, I'm sorry I text you back immediately. I had my phone in my hand. You texted me. I should have left you on red for at least 2 to 4 business days to show that I wasn't desperate. But as a grown man and a human being, I thought the courtesy of how was your day deserved to be answered. Oh, my Lord. Just crazy. THC. Do you know what that is? Anybody? I'm unfamiliar with this THC stuff. I've heard it's marijuana. So there is a bill in, and this is a really interesting, so there's a bill in, we talked about it a couple weeks ago, because Texas and us, right, we're all doing these things. All the conservative states are looking at each other. What can you get away with? What can you get away with? What can you get away with? Well, there's a bill now that is sitting on the desk of Greg Abbott. And it's not, he didn't bring it up, wasn't his jam. He didn't even think about it. But it's a bill to ban everything THC-wise, to close every store, to get rid of all the hemp. I mean, outside of, like, if you're a veteran, a medical, something like that, the certain care you're allowed. But this is it. I mean, they don't want anything. He hasn't signed it yet. And it's interesting to see what will happen because, and I think about it here, right? Like, because what have they done or tried to do here? They haven't done that yet, have they, Ken?
No, it's not a complete ban. What Tennessee's law did is it regulates the amount of THC in products to the federal allowable limit, which is 0.3% or less.
Yeah. And they're not, like, Dan Patrick is the guy. He's the one who threw out the gummies saying, oh, my God, everybody's going to eat these gummies and then they're all going to be, crazy. Then they're going to die. They're going to He's nuts. But if he doesn't veto it by Friday,
it goes into law.
It goes into law. And he said, look, I got 1,000 of these things. And I know that there is a lot of people out there. The amount of money Texas has brought in and the amount of jobs in the hemp world, too. I mean, they want everything gone. Not just the side of it where it's like the weed. Because their big thing is, back in the day, it was like 5%. Now it's 70%. You get super high. Well, maybe. But when do adults get to make adult decisions? Why is it you're always trying to save everybody? And that's my fear here. It's like even when we had Afton on, the first time we brought her on, it was pot for potholes, which I thought was cool. Because if you've driven here, you realize it's ridiculous. It is. Hell, I'm worried to fall in a pothole on the way home and I'm walking. It's nuts. And of course, the minute you bring that up, it's like they try to shut it down. What's the drink that everybody... isn't there a drink with THC in it?
Oh, yeah. There's seltzers. You can get them in liquor stores. And they say on the can, 0.3% THC. And then there were cities, right, that were trying to get them gone completely. Here in Tennessee?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
So it's crazy. But I see this coming here, much like the passing here. And the funny thing is Trump's own group did a big study in Texas last year about weed Because the one thing about Trump, he wants, like with TikTok, he's willing to look at something different, right? Even abortion, remember? We want to, I'm pro-life and stuff. And then he's like, well, maybe to a certain extent. He's willing to pivot, right? He does that. And it came back overwhelming. And I think here in Texas, I don't know what you think, Ken, if they put it to a vote, what do you think happens?
Here in Tennessee?
It goes legal, don't you think?
I think so.
Yeah. I think so, too. And it's weird that they're afraid to. They're afraid to.
Because that might happen.
And they're afraid to. And if you do get enough signatures or whatever has to happen, they'll come up with some reason why it can't be on there. Oh, can't do it. Sorry. Wait, you knew we were doing this. You wasted our time. Then you come up with a sorry because you didn't think we were going to get the signatures. And I'm a teetotaler, right? I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't do drugs. I have a gold star. I never even had a smoke or a drink in my life. I don't even know what alcohol tastes like.
Your lungs are pink.
They are. I will say, for as out of shape as I can be, it takes me about a week to get my lungs to the point where they expand and I can just go all day. Right? I mean, I can just start running and my lungs, you could just feel them go. So they are pink. They're very nice.
That explains why you can do all these ads and live reads without taking a break. I was just speaking about this the other day with you.
It's crazy. Yeah. Because it's always been my jam. Just like, I've never done any of that stuff, but I grew up with it. And somebody just said, well, yeah, I'm glad that they're taking that away. Don't worry, though. I can go get all the Jack Daniels I want and drink it to oblivion.
You can do that.
Which is, as an adult, well, it's different. It's ridiculous. It is so stupid. And I don't do anything. And I still think it's stupid. Time to legalize it. I think we should. Somebody says, Demumbrian. Now we know where you live. It's either here or there on Demumbrian. No, but close-ish. But again, I don't do it. I don't care if you do. I don't know why we're always so concerned with people's private lives and what they do. I don't know if he's going to sign this. It's kind of a cop-out if you let it go, but you didn't sign it. You know what I mean? It's like you're saying, yeah, I don't believe in it, but also I don't want to stop it because they've spoken. And at the same time, I don't want to be a party to it. Don't cop out. Just either veto it or sign it. Good God.
My bet is there's a lot of conservatives who enjoy THC.
Of course. That's it. Just like when they've put it to a vote when it comes to choice. There are a lot of conservatives out there who have a libertarian look at this, and they want a restriction to a certain extent, but they don't want a full ban. And this is what conservatives do, and the same thing with liberals is they eventually start to overreach when there's nobody pushing back, and they take it as far as they can until there's this swing. But you're right, there is a lot of conservatives. There's a lot of conservatives out there. This is wrong, this is bad, blah, 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 and they go home at night and just hit the bong. Just, hey, guys, you guys want to get high? Yeah, I do. Coming up, we'll wrap up the show. Matt, I see him wandering around out here. He'll be joining us next. One more day with Matt, today and tomorrow. And then they take Matt's arm completely off and give him a robot arm. But he'll be out for a few weeks. So this will be fun. We'll have him in here straight ahead as his show's getting ready to unveil itself. It's Chad Bench Show, Super Talk 997.